Hey there, Dani K, coming to you from Dani K Gym and Wellness. Today's tip is, well, an anonymous person again. I don't know why people, they're great questions. Why don't anybody want to be recognized? But anyway, a member at the gym, she just started, but she's been back and forth at different gyms, but trainers could ever explain to her really like the programs that are on the treadmills or the arc trainers or whatever, where it says like a fat burning zone or calorie burning or I can't remember because I don't use the programs. When you have a calorie burning program, okay, you burn calories. I mean, for God's sake, me doing this, I'm burning calories. You know what I mean? Like, you burn calories just moving. So I don't like those programs per se. Now, sometimes people want to do those programs because it makes, you don't have to think, you know what I mean? Like, you set it up for, the calorie burning or the hill program or whatever it might be. And then so it adjusts, it picks up the speed, it picks up the, it inclines, it gets harder, the resistance is harder. So it does that all on its own. So some people just can't force themselves to incline it, to push up the resistance, to speed up, that kind of thing. So if you're that kind of person, then the programs are good for you to do that. But for me, I get on there, well, for me anyway, with the cardio, I just do Tabatas. I do some walking here and there just to, get my steps up to, a certain point by a certain day, or a certain hour of the day. So, but pretty much, I've never done the programs. There's fit programs. I think one time at one of the other gyms, I did the fit program just to see what it was, just to see. I think it pushes you and pushes you and pushes you and pushes you to see how fit you are, to see, how fast you can go, how inclined you can go, that kind of thing. So sometimes they are fun, and sometimes they work as far as pushing you to speed up, to incline, to push the resistance. So, but for the most part, I personally like, adjusting my own incline, adjusting my own speed, because I personally will do that for myself. Another thing, like before, back in the day when we thought we had to do like the long 45 minutes to an hour cardio, I tricked myself a lot with, with my own settings. You're watching TV, and so like I would walk on an incline for the TV show, but then when the commercial comes on, maybe I would incline it a little bit higher if I'm just walking, or lower it and, sprint or jog or whatever for the commercial. Because the commercial, what do they last? 2.5, 3 minutes, something like that. So, and then your TV show portion, that segment is what, 10 minutes, 12 minutes. So, you walk for the TV portion, and then you jog or walk on a higher incline for the commercial portion, because it's a little bit slower, it's a little shorter time. Another thing I used to do when we did those long cardios was, I would walk on an incline forwards during, the TV show, the segment, but then turn around and walk backwards. And you might have to slow it down a little bit, but I would walk backwards for the commercials, knowing that that's just a shorter segment. So I like to play my own little tricks to keep myself going. And, I'm so inclined to do that. I can do that. And there's some people out there that can do that, and some people out there that can't do that. So for me, the programs, when they say a calorie burning program, you're burning calories just walking on the treadmill. Now, they're forcing you to burn more calorie program is what it should say, because they're forcing you to, after you set up that program, you have to put in your age, your weight, how long you want to go, like your starting speed, a higher, like the fastest speed you want to go to, a starting incline to, like the highest incline that you want to do. So there's a lot of things within the program when you're setting it up that you have to do. For me, I don't have patience with that, sitting there waiting and wait, okay, boop, 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 wait for the next question to scroll by, put that information, I wait for the next question to scroll by. So I just get on, do my shiznit and get off. But some people need that. It's kind of like having their own little personal trainer in the treadmill or the arc trainer, the elliptical, that kind of thing. So it's not that any one program is going to do anything better for you in getting your results. It's just a matter of doing it. And those programs kind of push you, like I said, to push you out of your comfort zone. They push you to do an incline. They push you to go faster. So if you're that kind of person that can't push yourself to go faster, or turn around and try walking backwards on the treadmill, you know, and I suggest holding on. Don't just try it. You know, some things should be left to the professionals. Just kidding. You know, or incline your own self and decline, you know, kind of play with the inclines and play with the speeds and stuff. So if you're that kind of person that you need that push to do, then maybe the programs are good for you. You know, try a program. But not one program is better or worse, or because you don't do a program doesn't mean, you know, that calorie burning program doesn't mean you're not going to burn calories. Like I said, doing this, you're burning calories. Oh my God. So don't worry about, like, if I walk on the treadmill on an incline of 5 at a speed of 3.7 for a half hour, that I didn't burn any calories because I didn't do the calorie burning program. No, you burned calories. It's just, they're pushing you. They're going to, in that program, they're going to push you to go faster or incline higher, or, you know, whatever. So they're going to take you out of your comfort zone. So that's kind of, you know, sorry, I got a text. So that's kind of what those programs are designed for. So the fat burning zone program, does that mean that just because you don't do the fat burning zone program that you're not burning fat? No, you're burning fat. You're burning fat when you're burning calories. You're burning fat when you're increasing lean tissue. You're burning fat when you're eating properly. You're burning fat when you're speeding up your metabolism. So, you know, just because you're walking on the treadmill and you're jogging on the treadmill and you didn't do the fat burning zone or the calorie burning doesn't mean you're not burning fat, and doesn't mean you're not burning calories. So it's just a way to kind of push you out of the zone. So more texts. So take that for what it's worth. You know, I mean, use the programs if you want to, but don't feel like you have to use those programs, and don't feel like because you don't use said program on the treadmill or the elliptical that you're not going to do what you want to do. The programs are just there to be, like I said, like a little personal trainer for you on those pieces of cardio equipment, and kind of make it fun, get the monotony out of it instead of just walking, you know what I mean? So I hope that helped in kind of describing and explaining those programs and their uses, and, you know, who should and who shouldn't, who doesn't have to use them. So stay in tune, stay informed, stay motivated. Bye.